training, like, what was your approach in the beginning? Because when you're starting, like, even when we started training at 15, you always try like to prove something.
Oh yeah, especially man, teenager, man, full of testosterone, man. Very spazzy and explosiveness, you know. Like, man, I remember like I was like, a lot of ego, I would say, you know. I remember like I was so like intense in my training, and with that thing of proving myself, they were getting hurt all the time, because like, man, you're training with other guys way more higher level than me, like high rank, you know, like let's say I was like a blue belt, and I was running with the purple, black, brown, you know, and guys that have been training for a long time, so they were like smashing me, of course, you know, but I mean, I didn't want to tap. So it was just like resisting. The guy got me in the umber, for example, and I didn't want to tap, and just like pop the arm, you know, like or get a foot lock and pop in my foot, and just like because of the ego. And I remember my dad just like trying to hammering, saying, "Man, you have to tap. What are you doing? Why you not tapping?" You know, just like you know, like teenager, you know.
Yeah, it's nice.
I wasn't listening like much because it was my dad too. He's the master, but it was my dad, you know. So it's that like thing about like son and dad. So it's like it was a little bit challenging for my dad. I can tell. Yeah. And of course, it was challenging for me too, because it was pushing me a little bit harder than the other students. He was expecting more from me. But he was like very wise in the way that he deal with that. He when he saw that I was like getting hurt like often because of my explosiveness and my ego, he started to put the blindfolded training on me. That's when it started, and he was, all right, so now I'm gonna put the blindfold on you, and I was like, no, Dad, but this is not fair. What? Because I was the one blindfolded, but the other guys could see it. You know, I said, man, this is not fair. At least put the other blindfold, the other guy too. And he was, no, just you. And I was like, come on, like, you know, like very upset, but like, you know, he's the master, I have to do it. And I was putting, and man, that was a huge switch in my game, because once you put the blindfold, there is no more, you know, ego. You kind of like, it's just you and yourself. You're not fighting anyone else. You're fighting you. And it becomes so clear in your head that there is no point to go crazy and do strength. You have to. It's about feeling.
It's about feeling and
it's about
thinking.
Feeling and thinking, and it becomes the chess game. So that's, I think, was when I start to get more technical. Before it was just energy and strength and you know, going crazy. And after that, and he started doing that, like, of course, like every training, you know. And at some point, he was telling me, I say, Leo, you train way better with the blindfolded than without the blindfold. So like, I think now you're ready to take it off the blindfold. So after I don't know, few months of training blindfold, like almost every training, he'd take it off the blindfold, and I felt like much better after that. You know, I could calm down a little bit more. Of course, not. I still teenager, still full of energy, still going.
Still fighting, but at least the pride is gone.
Exactly.
At least the pride is a little decreased.
Exactly. So it was very important. It was a big switch for me. It was an important thing, and I try to do the same with the students. You know, I see the importance of the blindfold training. Yeah, I know
you've done it with us. Like I did it with Carol and with you a couple of times. It was really fun.
Yeah, so important. Man.
I didn't even know who I was working with, which one time.
And that's the idea.
I think you did it once when you put a blindfold and you said, "Okay, search someone to work with." Like
it's good.
So